Welcome.
Howdy, y'all.
Hello. Just making sure our mics are working. Let us know if you're here live. Give us a quick thumbs up or something. But hello, Rich. How you feeling?
I'm feeling okay for a slow reading month for us.
Yes.
Not the best, but
no.
Then again, it is a week early, so we'll get some more reading done this month.
Yeah, well, as always on these lives, we'll update what we read last month, what our plan is to read. We have a lot of mail to go through, a lot of fun outside of just reading updates. So this will be a very casual February early recap because we're filming this February 22nd, a week early. That's on me because my mom's coming to town next weekend. Couldn't make it work.
Yep.
But yes, are we working? Mike's all good. Sweet.
Hey, Maxwell. How you doing,
Hey,
man?
Maxwell. Maxwell and I, we had a couple-hour chat the other day. It was about the project that is going on, which we will say nothing about. We'll keep it very secret. But yes, Rich, we usually start these with, let's see our to-do list of what we read last month. You want to let the people know and jump in?
Yeah, this is all I did. I read A Court of Mist and Fury, Pride and Prejudice, and Of Blood and Fire by Ryan Cahill. And still in the middle, will be finishing by tomorrow morning, Discovery by John, the
J.A.J. Mitten.
J.A.J. Mitten, the whole Mitten family from the
Talking Story.
Yeah. Jesus, thank you. I'm tongue-tied today. So
well, it's because can everybody appreciate that Rich read back-to-back Acomath and Pride and Prejudice? What a back-to-back read.
Honestly, it was the most enlightening. That was the right way to read things too.
The correct form.
The correct form was reading Pride and Prejudice and then right into Acomath and going, oh, this is, I see what the book was supposed to be and it's not.
A shout out Big Jack who says, no lie, these guys got me back into reading. I love hearing stuff like that. Thank you, Jack.
Oh,
that's
okay.
Awesome.
Technically, I did read The Fall.
The Fall.
I just consider it part of it. It's all one. I don't know.
Similarly, so I read Acomath last month, so we're filming the second part of the video soon. I also read Pride and Prejudice, Of Blood and Fire, The Fall. We're same reads, same exact reads. We are right now reading Discovery, and our next month reads we did not get to yet, and we still have a week left in February, but Dungeon Crawler Book 7 and Kingdoms of Death Book 4 of Sun Eater. Not yet. Though
how much of those will be getting done next week, I don't know. I don't know which I'm going to start first Monday, either Kingdoms of Death or DCC Book 7. And I don't know which one.
We have a very special long book that's being added to March as well.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yeah, we are.
So Rich and I, we are starting Game of Thrones as well. So A Song of Ice and Fire is starting next month because Bookborn reached out to us and said we're going to collab on her channel. She's going to collab on ours about Game of Thrones. So we had to. Bookborn reached out. So we are being forced to and obliged to read Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to.
We got a hold on. Udi? No, absolutely
Acomath
not.
Rather than DCC. What do you think of that, Rich?
No. You take $2 back. I wish we could. How do we refund super chats? I don't want that filthy money.
Orb joined the Patreon last night and he said he finished Golden Sun at 1 a.m. just this last night and it was incredible. Orb, welcome to Red Rising. Yes, that is peak. It's so awesome. But yes, we are going to be reading Game of Thrones coming up next month, collabing there. Any other reads? Because we already committed to several series right now and books. And our pace right now is one book a week.
It's hard.
It's tough.
Reading's hard, guys. I have passed the point in my job where I can listen to books while I work. I now actually have to pay attention and work, and it makes it difficult. I'm struggling.
But noting that this next month going to push to get a lot more books in because this was a slower reading month. Got a bit busier for us, but we will. It comes in waves. January was a good month. February not. That means March is going to be a good one.
We could hope. Yeah.
Yes.
Main thing is audiobooks. It is how I read now. It's the majority of how I read, and it's convenient for me.
you were reading Discovery Now physical on ebook.
Yeah.
And you were just noting how much, man, I really rely on audiobooks now.
Yeah, because I don't like reading in little spurts of like 15-minute segments of when I have the time, just like sit down and physically read. But if I have audiobooks going, I can do that in the background.
Right.
It's just different.
Yeah, I get that. I want to ask, since we have the audience here right now, we'll start pulling up some comments. Hello, everybody. I'm seeing here Malice or Blood and Fire. Tyler says we're doing a Blood and Fire is what we read. If that was the question to you, Tyler, yes, that is the one we just read.
I do see. Saw a comment somewhere. Opinion on Blood and Fire. The patron members actually get that reaction first. After this is our book club. That's the book they picked for the month of February. So
yes,
they're going to get our first reaction of the book in our book club. But then we'll have a review of it later.
Cool. Again, very cool. Ryan Cahill is going to be joining us on Discord for the book club. And so we'll be able to talk, and patrons will talk with him, give praises, tomatoes, whatever it might be. And then we'll then give a review as well. So for now, we'll be quiet on that. Hey, John. Hey, Jacob. What's going on? And now this is what I was trying to get at. Now that we have an audience here, I have a question for you all, okay? For those who know, I like to watch movies quite a bit. I get a little film snobbery. I was thinking maybe I do a live, whether Richard wants to join or not, after the Oscars to give my film takes. Would people be interested in that? Me to just give a little live going, hey, here's what I think of the films that came out in 2024. Let me know if that's interested at all. I might just do it anyways. And whether you want to or not, just on my phone and in the bathroom, and just hey, so I think it could get really weird. I don't know, but you guys, okay, it looks like people do. Oh, sweet, because I will obsessively give my recommendations of the year. There were some awful movies that came out in like some putrid stuff that came out in 2024, but also there's a few bangers in there. I've been watching through as much 2024 films as I can. There's a few underrated masterpieces that people got to watch. So
if you had to say the most underrated Oscar movie this year, what would you say?
I would say the one that didn't get nominated. It was snubbed completely. Challengers. The movie Challengers. I will leave it at that. During my Oscar film take stuff, I will say why it's so peak.
Okay.
And there's plenty of, I won't give everything because, then the live, I'll only be me and, I don't know, Q will be the only one that shows up. So probably.
I don't think they're here for book content. They ain't here for movies.
Not at all. Not at all.
They have patience. They're not going to sit around for some snobby movie.
Oh, I'm curious if people want to put in their what their favorite movies of 2024 were as well. But yes, Udi says watching Austin's take on the Oscars definitely beats watching the Oscars. I'd normally say so. However, Conan is hosting this year. And
Conan's cool.
Conan's the best late night ever. He's the GOAT.
He's the last actual comedian guy. Like he actually is pretty successful outside of just late night when he does his Netflix show where he just did a whole he has a segment in his normal show where he just turned that whole segment into a full-ass TV show on Netflix, and it did really well.
Yeah.
No one else can. So Conan's great.
He's awesome. And he has a podcast now, too. He's had it for a while.
Yeah.
Coco podcast. But yes, that was my...
Everyone's got a podcast, man.
Yeah. We started the trend, obviously. So that was my quick ask that I have for the audience. Did you have anything that you wanted to do coming up or something you wanted to ask people?
Yeah, quick thing of starting this Monday. Which do you guys think is the higher priority? Getting Kingdoms of Death done or DCC Book 7?
Want me? I can put a poll out if you want.
Because that'll determine which review comes out sooner.
Okay. Want me? I'll put a poll out.
Yeah. For
which one should go first. Because Rich and I are struggling to say which one we should actually do. I have a feeling one of these is going to get gonna get picked above the other. Let's see.
See, I want them to vote so I can just say no, because ultimately, their vote is intriguing, but ultimately doesn't decide anything. Again, the illusion of democracy.
I just started the poll. Let us know. So, which first, Kingdoms of Death or Dungeon Crawler Book 7? That review will obviously come out first, whichever one we read first. So, okay, it's looking. Oh, it's certainly a little. Nope. It's taking it away. It looks like Kingdoms of Death is a strong favorite.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
No, it doesn't. And it's at 70-ish% or so. So it looks like that's the favorite. And we have our interview coming up Monday with Christopher Rocchio. How'd you like that chat with him?
Oh, it was so much fun. That was a lot of fun for us and our type of conversation. Would people want us talking more about, spoilers into the book? Or maybe, but it was fun for us. I don't know how fun it'll be to listen to. That's like the little fear inside, is going, that was fun for me. Was that fun for other people to listen to?
Was it a selfish conversation?
It
One
was.
Of those that I really hope people do. Like, I think they will. We talked a lot about faith, his philosophy, his faith, his writing, rather than just going, hey, what about this book? Because we kept it very spoiler free. And
hopefully people get to know about the man, and if they're interested in him and his writing process as an author, will go on to read his books.
Definitely. And for those who don't know as well, Christopher Rocchio, we met with him in person. Then we chatted in the interview with him Monday. And after the interview ended, he then chatted with us for another several hours. Like, the guy is genuinely incredible. It's going to be hard to be unbiased when reading his books, even though we already love them. But yeah, I think the highest regard of him. He is a fantastic guy. But yeah, I saw we have a starred Baines Basement. Thank you for the donation. You said, waiting for the guide on how to get a bookshelf as cool as this. Thanks for keeping me reading despite a nuts university schedule. Democracy cringe.
Nice. I love the pandering. By the way, it's just IKEA Billy bookshelves. It's literally all it is. I painted them though. By the way, don't paint Billy bookshelves. Or if you are, don't get the laminate ones. Didn't turn out great. Not the best. Like, the paint is flaking off in many spots. So just use them as is, or pick the right color.
And it also works. There's so much space on the shelf, and the way it's designed, so it kind of goes into a corner where you have one singular bookshelf here, then the other ones are wider. So maybe it's just a placement of them that also it adds depth.
Yes.
So they're just IKEA, but the way you place them, it's the illusion of grander things.
True.
The lighting, there's a purple light below that adds a little bit of depth to it too. But yeah, IKEA. They're called what again? Billy?
No, just the Billy bookcases.
Nice. But yeah, so that's our plan so far. You got your question out there. Do we want to go through some mail as we answer some questions as well?
Yeah, there's some stuff in here from John and Jacob that I kind of want to get to first.
Let's do that. As you're opening, I'll start pulling up a couple questions or comments here.
Yeah.
Let's see.
This is, let me make sure. Yep, this is from Jacob and John over at Talking Story. If I can actually open this thing.
As you're opening that, so Titan says he hopes the Rocchio interview is at least 2 hours. I think it's just at 2 hours, or just under. It's like an hour 50. So it's right about there.
This was requested.
Okay, what is this, Rich? Here we go. What is this?
Yay! We got our Talking Story shirts.
Heck yeah.
I can start promoting their stuff.
Look at this.
In our videos. Look.
Producer. That's awesome.
Talking Story producer.
Sweet.
I want to be wearing this on a lot of our
here, I'll hold
one
it
of them. One of them is for us. I don't know which one is which.
The guys at Talking Story, right there. They're the best.
We grab.
Boom.
Here's the other one. One is yours. One is mine.
Sweet. Which one was yours? This one looks. This one's large. So this is probably yours.
Probably. This one is the lady size.
Thank you. There's the other one. So yes, Talking
that is
Story.
Yours.
Hell yeah, there you go.
This is mine. Thanks, John.
Thank you, John and Jacob. And for those that don't know as well, John and Jacob, they are my favorite booktubers. They're great friends of ours. And Rich says they are his second favorite, right?
True.
Behind Bookborn.
Yep. Still haven't surpassed her.
They don't blame you.
Yeah, no, I can't not. The amount of effort she puts into her videos and the level of both research and video quality is, how can I not? But then again, John Jacob, great.
Q says take your shirt off, specifically to you, Rich, and put the new one on.
Yeah, that's a hard no from me, dog. This is coming from a mystery person.
Okay.
I have no idea who this is
mystery
from.
person sent us an item here. An indie book.
Indie book, Pandemonium Book 1 by Shepherd. The book is called Shepherd Cries by Luke Palmer.
Neat. Thank you, Luke, for sending that. And for people that send us, and also very, very palatable. Has a very short page
Very
length.
palatable.
I like that. Thank you, Luke. And so it's
very
called
much.
Shepherd Cuts?
Shepherd Cries.
Shepherd Cries. Got it. And cool cover, too.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Luke.
Awesome.
And for people who ever send us stuff, we have our P.O. box listed in our descriptions in our YouTube videos. So it should be everywhere there.
Also, if somebody sent something to us within like this past month, I didn't realize that they send things back with it. Like if you don't pick something up for 15 days, then they send it back. We didn't hit up the post office box for a while.
That's our bad.
Yeah. Strong possibility something was sent back.
Yeah.
We'll now start checking it like once a week. But
yes. Joseph says, I assumed Richard's favorite booktuber would be Richard.
Yeah, that's the attitude I put here. That's deserved. I see it.
Who's this one from?
This is from Alex Knight.
Alex Knight.
A good name.
Yeah. Yes. It's got to be a pen name, right?
Ooh,
looks fancy. That's how you butter Rich and I up. You just give us a nice rope, nice bow-tied package.
It's got a wax seal. Look at that.
That too. Oh, that looks cool. Very, very cool.
Okay. Undo the little bow.
Udi asked us, are we planning to read Jade War this year?
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely for you?
See. Yeah. The amount of recommendations is probably just so high, and the fact that it just is very different going forward. So definitely got to give it a book 2 chance. Servant of Rage. Yes. Okay.
Neat.
Bookmark. Let's see if this is a letter. That's some hard wax.
That does look like a letter.
I'm assuming so.
Oh my God. I have those. Is that the same type I have? Remember the ones for proposal? Look at that.
I mean,
it's like the same thing. That's cool.
I think so.
That's actually really cool.
Richard and Austin, please enjoy this alternate cover arc, plus bookmark and sticker from the world of Servant of Rage. And there's one additional item. Keep it close. It may be plot relevant. I'm assuming possibly. Maybe a little coin here.
Very cool. Very cool.
Interesting. Let's take a look at this alternate cover of the book. Yoink.
Oh,
nice. Kill and Air claim their magic.
By Alex Knight. Yes. Very cool. Alex, thank you for sending this one.
Yeah, thank you.
Is that an orb, or can I take a closer look at that?
I think you
can. Cover. Let's see. That is okay.
Somebody's
holding out an orb or magic thing. Very cool. Coming March 11th, 2025. Very soon. Thank you very much. Oh, it's signed as well. Thank you, Alex. That is freaking awesome. Thank you. Oh, wait. He in the dedication. Let's see if he dedicates it to us or not. Nope. Don't read it. Get out. Thank you, Alex. Thanks a bunch. We have 3. Are these 3 packages all from one person, or are these
just 2 of them?
Just 2 of them. Okay. As you're opening that, I'm going to pull up some more comments there. Hey, Martin, what's going on? And Vicode asked you, Rich, have you continued the Malazan series? And Austin, are you considering Deadhouse Gates?
Yes, I want to continue that on very, very soon. I don't know if I'll get to it in March, but hopefully at least by April. So this is from Evan.
Evan, yes.
Evan Lickman.
Oh, yeah.
Anji kills a king.
This is a Book Reviews Kills, if you guys know him on social media. He sent us this is his debut novel published by Tor. I've heard amazing things so far about it. Really great reviews have been out there, and I'm excited to read.
This one is for you.
Oh, that's why he sent 2 of them. Nice. 2 Austin. Oh, that's sweet.
I'm going to assume this other one from Evan is mine.
This is great.
Doesn't that must really suck for writers and authors and everything. If they want to send us something, they can't just send one. They got to send 2 to one channel.
And there's the other one. Love the cover too.
It is a very nice cover.
Amazing. And sorry, Vico, to answer your question, I do plan on reading Deadhouse Gates at least this year. And if I like that, then we'll obviously chug through more. But sweet. Thank you, Evan. I love the cover.
I like the style personally.
It's a great style. Super
All right.
cool.
Last one we have here is Mr. H. Less.
Okay.
He's got a book from us. I'm assuming it's a book. No one sends us anything else.
No, we got sent laundry detergent one time.
I'm still using it. Yeah, literally am.
It was thousands of pods, wasn't it?
No, it's the powder.
Oh, it's the powder?
Which, way more efficient. Don't buy the pods. Buy detergent powder. Same thing with dishwashing powder. Use that stuff. The pods are a ripoff.
Oh, Coop's here, by the way. Let's ignore that. He says maybe they'll pay me this time. Yeah. Okay. What's that there, Rich?
A novel by Homeless. My heart belongs in an empty Big Mac container buried beneath the ocean floor.
That's got my attention.
I mean,
that has my attention. Here.
Also, okay, you have one. By the way, the cover looks like it's a piece of paper that's been folded. Like that's a subtle look. Do you see that? That's like part of the design. Okay, I'm reading the back of this one because I'm now just kind of curious.
Yeah, look at that cover. Wow.
All right. Daniel has been stalked by a 6-foot-tall, sad-looking blue whale since childhood. Exhausted and ravaged by their miserable company and excessive crying, a 31-year-old Daniel can't take it anymore. After breaking up with his girlfriend, Daniel, ever the fast food junkie, vows to end it all by burying his heart in an empty Big Mac container beneath the ocean floor. The only way, he feels, to responsibly end his life and keep his poisonous heart as far away from others as possible. With the help of a wayward, sad-looking blue whale, Daniel steals his ex's boat, and he and the whale set off into the ocean. But once out on the water, things don't go as planned, and they soon become stranded. Fighting heat stroke and delirium, surreal events unfold around them, forcing Daniel to not only confront the sad-looking blue whales and the troubled life they forced him to live, but also his choices as to whether he truly wants to live or die. Pulsating like an epic album by Daniel Johnston, Homeless shares a moving story about love, authenticity, and listening to the whale calls in your heart.
I am thoroughly hooked. That's a fantastic cover, pitch, title, and it seems like a very quirky novel, but also covering the seriousness of something like suicide. So that I am compelled by this book. This is great. And
also, I like his signature. Look.
Oh yeah, it has the home.
It has Homeless.
Homeless. That's pretty cool. Oh, that's very cool. Yeah,
that's adorable.
There. Very neat. Thank you so much, Homeless. Was that by an anonymous person? We'll never know, I guess.
But wow. I mean,
we'll never know. But yes. So that's our packages, our PO box stuff.
Yep.
Cleared up. What do you think?
I like these books.
Yeah. Very, very cool.
God, I just can't read enough. There's so many books and so little time in the day. It's rough. I just can't have any other hobby, any other interest.
This is it.
That is the biggest negative with like booktube or reading stuff is just there's too much. There's
because
too
you're
much
not aware of so much. Yeah. I feel so guilty when I'm eating or doing something and watching YouTube instead of reading. I'm going, I have to read.
Yeah.
I can't do this right now. I get so guilty. And I think of what I'm going to start doing. I said I'd attempt to do this before, but I'm going to go to bed, keep phone on dresser so that I am forced to physically read at least for an hour before falling asleep. I think that'll get in some necessary reading time and prevent doom scrolling.
Yeah. I mean, I need to stay off YouTube. It's hurting me.
Scott says 4-hour sleep schedule is the correct way to go about this.
That is true. Just wake up, read for 4 hours, then go to work, then read when I get home. Don't eat.
Coop said, "Have you tried reading more?" That's also thanks, Coop.
Thanks, Coop.
Oh, you're also helpful. So do you have any updates you want to give about the channel, life, things?
I don't want to tell them nothing.
No,
my life is going fine. Why would I tell them things?
I have an update about our life. We're going to the casino tonight. Hey,
fine. Yeah.
It's our buddy's birthday, so we're going to casino.
I'm gonna probably lose money.
Are we gonna play poker?
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the poker table. Last night I won money. So.
Oh yes, we played like friends. We had friend game night yesterday, and we played some. Who knows Secret Hitler out there? Secret Hitler is a fantastic board game.
Everyone knows Secret Hitler.
I don't know.
Everyone's got it.
I hope so.
It's literally everywhere.
Does everybody know what that is? Or I hope so.
It's literally everywhere.
Does everybody know what that is? Or if please say no if you don't, because I need to feel vindicated as well. Lance says Ramblers the gamblers. You know it.
Yeah.
Jobs says everything on green. That isn't that the 0 and 0 in roulette? That's very unlikely to.
Oh, something I did want to share of like, unfortunately, with our recording schedule and things, we just really could not fit in a video about it. But if you haven't heard, I do want to make people aware of it. On February 26th, I believe, February 26th, Amazon will be canceling their ability on their webpage to download their ebooks. Basically, their function to download the USB function is going away. And that means if you don't have a Kindle, you can't actually use it. It's taking away a bunch of the ways people skirt around DRM. But all hope is not lost. I believe there is still a way to get around it, but you have to go onto Reddit, find out the way to download the old version of Kindle for PC app and use Calibre. I believe that's a way around this whole thing. But yeah, fuck Amazon, fuck Kindle stuff.
Our lawyer's watching.
Fuck Kindle. I don't like their business practices.
Scott, I can't help it. I'm sorry. And by the way, this is not sponsored by Audible, I don't think.
No.
Okay.
By the way, actually, far more supportive of Audible just because their DRM is trash. It is so easy to break their DRM. It's literally like a web page away of just like download the thing, and you're done. It's wonderful. So,
also,
it's just Kindle that their new DRM from 2015 still hasn't been broken. It's nuts.
Dang. I am not an ebook. I have no idea what we're talking about here.
That's fine.
I get it. There's DRMs exist, and you do the thing.
Go other places.
By the way, the answer to the secret Hitler question was a lot of people don't know. Look, we have some no's, not a clues. Then we have people that love the game, and John,
they're not real people.
John doesn't know what a secret Hitler is. See,
nah,
it's right there. There's evidence.
Nah,
it's such a fun game, and. Justice for Kendall, what happened? What did Kendall do? Did we ignore Rich hates you? What did Kendall say? Sounded like my name. What did?
What?
Oh, Kindle. Oh. Yeah, fuck Kendall. Kindle.
Yeah. Kendall out there is ruining it for the rest of us.
Yeah, come on now.
She's taking away all of your digital ebook rights.
You know the things, Kendall, the Kendall, not Kindle, the book, the ebook thing. Kendall, I had a conversation with her. We were just chatting in the Discord about how she reads more because I was looking for advice on. Hey, we're at a 52 book a year pace. I also don't want to rush it or push it so that we're not digesting and enjoying the book. It's this weird balance. Yeah. And she gave some good advice on how to get more books out there.
It was basically Coop's advice. Read more.
Advice? Yeah, but she said it nicer.
Put down the YouTube.
I do very well to sandwiches. Like, hey, Austin, you're doing great. You need some changes. You're not doing great. You're doing great.
What in your life can you not do that you can fill with reading time?
Yes,
that's basically it.
Precisely it. You know what I did on the car right here? Oh, I called somebody instead of audiobook, and then I started listening to songs.
Yeah, you got to stop listening to music, man. But music is the killer.
Songs are just time wasters. I need audiobooks only.
Yes.
Who needs the other arts? I don't know. Says love you too, Jerk. Yes, thanks, Kendall. Sir John says, Dude, Ramble, what are some good standalone sci-fi books? Everything I want to read is 3+ books, and I don't want to commit to another series.
Standalone books or under 3? Oh, I mean, yeah. Read The Martian and Project Hail Mary. Project Hail Mary, I think, is the better book, but both are awesome.
This is How You Lose the Time War, which is very divisive.
That's a good one. I would say we always talk about it, but pick up the book Sword of Kaigen. Awesome book. It's maybe by the end is like, ooh, this is slightly it's just not supposed to be a standalone. It is a standalone. So anyway.
Coop says Blind Sight standalone sci-fi.
Yes, I'm sorry, Coop. I was supposed to read it with him.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Jukas says Dark Matter. And then we have some more recommendations. Well, Jensborg, he wants you to read Endymion.
Yes,
Endymion.
that's the third book in Hyperion Contos.
Mm.
And I have only read the first two.
Yes.
But
okay.
I don't know. I'm tempted to just read his other series instead of finishing book 3.
Right. Now, do we have any channel updates or what's to come? We did mention the Rockio interview Monday. Any channel updates?
I don't know. You're in charge of the channel. What?
I hate
What
asking,
are we doing?
I hate asking you questions. It's like, I don't know. What about you, Weather Boy? And did you really not know that meme? The Weather Boy meme?
No.
Man.
What's the Weather Boy meme?
It's this weatherman is at a 7-Eleven or something, and he's asking this kid, hey, how you doing? Da-da. And then he looks at the cameraman and says, wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
Oh. I imagine that would be very humorous in context.
It was very humorous.
Okay.
It's a very funny thing. I say it so dryly, though. You got to see it. It's great. It's great.
What are we doing, though?
Oh, about the channel?
Yeah. Because I feel like you're trying to tee us up, but like, I don't know what you want us to share.
Sometimes I ask and hope
you understand.
Sometimes I hope you pick up the tea, and you're just like, I will find something out of our nothing.
Yeah, I'm going to, like, it's not like we have something like set up ultimately.
Just so you know, we don't plan these lives. This is completely, I mean, we have a thing of, we're going to talk about what we read and open things, but then from there,
it's just questions. And
what announcement would we have? Do we have anything special?
I mean, we already talked about the
see, they're reminding me. See, this is why we have the live chat. Q in our Discord and Patreon is we have a year of classics that we're doing and reading along. That's why we read Pride and Prejudice. The next classic is going to be The Count of Monte Cristo. A big boy, a long book.
That?
I don't know yet. I don't know, but it better be distant because
it better be April at least.
I need a little bit of time to do this. Samuel says, hello, you guys did a Stranger Things season 4 review a couple years ago. I know it's not a book, but are you guys going to do a review for it? You excited at all for the final season?
I didn't know the final season was coming out soon.
I will definitely watch it. I'm very invested. It's a great show.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was. I think season 1 still is the best season so far.
I think season 4 topped it.
I mean, it had some great moments.
It was so good.
But
yeah. But yeah, we will be. I didn't even know. Put that on our radar, please. Whenever season 5's coming out, I will watch.
Yeah, though I don't know if we'll do a review here. Maybe we'll talk about it in a live or something. But
maybe, yeah.
Doubtful that we'll do a video review of it.
Yes. Now, anything else before I have some writing updates to give.
Yes.
I want to leave that to last before we have any other channel stuff. Anything at all?
Update wise, I mean, nah.
You're just a relaxed guy. You're just an unbothered king, as they would say on the lingo.
Well, I don't know what interviews you got prepped up in the wings. Like, you just tell me to show up sometimes.
We're trying to get something with Matt Dinneman, and we don't know if we are yet. I don't know if he likes us.
I'm positive he doesn't.
I like him. I
do too.
I want him to like us. I don't think he likes us.
That's all right.
We met him at Dragonsteel, and I don't think he likes us. Who knows? He's we like his books, and he seems like a cool guy too. Maybe he'll come on and do one. But also maybe that's the issue too, because if we disliked his books, he would have come on. We don't get authors typically of books we like. Stetson you want us to read Sky's End by Mark J. Gregson, says Stetson. You'd love to hear our opinions on it. I haven't actually heard of Sky's End, and it must have gone over our radar. And we're getting several suggestions. Can't pick them all up. Henka says he came up to y'all in Dragonsteel. He likes you. Did he come up to us? When did he come up to us? Henka, I think you're gaslighting us. I don't think. Henka,
we went up to him a couple times.
We went up to him all the time.
He looked real uncomfortable with it.
Orange, thank you for the donation. He says, what is your favorite book-based accomplishment? Mine is accidentally bullying Daniel Green into reading One Piece. Okay, so what's our favorite book?
You.
What?
He's one of the people that
started pushes manga.
Well, no, Daniel started the trend, I believe, of like booktubers going into manga, and then he stayed on books, and then every other person just went manga.
We stayed strong. We have one video on manga.
We have stayed strong. I now have a name to blame. It's Orange Hokage 7.
Hokage, is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, I know. I too am aware of Naruto.
You knew, the pronunciation was perfect.
Yes.
So Orange Hokage. So what was our favorite book-based accomplishment? So interpreting that as in, man, what accomplishment as in what we've done on BookTube, or
I would assume so. BookTube related.
BookTube related. Okay. My favorite accomplishment is honestly the. Okay, I want to remove it from us. So it's because we've done a lot of things for our channel, but I guess book-based accomplishment that we've done outside of us, because I was going to name Dragonsteel stuff and all that galore. But I'm trying to go based off of what Orange Hokage. Okay.
Yeah.
Or they're saying bullied Daniel into reading One Piece. So have we gotten another booktuber to read a book?
Have we?
We need a.
I feel like
we've done so.
I feel like we are less read than many booktubers.
We've gotten a lot of people to read books, but I'm trying to think if we've really pushed a book to booktubers. I can't. Orange, I think you've outdone us here. I
think so.
As far as recommending a book to other booktubers, no, we're usually the ones getting recommended too.
Yeah.
Unless someone remind us, yeah.
Maybe they'll reach back out and say like, "Oh yeah, we read this book on your recommendation," but I don't know.
Yeah. Q says, "Oh, maybe Mushroom Blues."
Oh, that was pretty fun.
That was a lot of fun.
That was such a unique video in an interview. I know it made you uncomfortable, but
it was a great experience.
Yeah,
I did really enjoy it, as much as I squirmed. Q says Nicholas Eames made you guys read lines. Yes, that did really help us, and also the book club.
Well, so many people have gotten us to like our entire reading schedule is either based on, interviews or Patreon or from you guys. Like that's where all of our TBR comes from. We are constantly being told what to read.
Juka says Austin's summary of Akatar emptied the shelves. We all know nobody was buying it before that. Coop said, "You guys made me not want to read Red Rising." That's an account. Damn you, Coop. Damn you. I'm trying to think if we had another booktuber to read something, but I really can't think of one top of my head.
I mean, we're pushing Bookborn to actually finish Red Rising.
That's true, but it was her idea to reach out.
That is her idea.
Yeah.
Again,
I feel like we're behind, so we're the ones soaking in. We're the sponges. We are not.
Yeah.
Whatever.
We're not influential. We are influenced.
Yes. Cuban says, "Did Wind and Truth make you feel different about Sanderson overall? Are you going to continue the second arc as it comes out?" Okay.
Maybe a bit. I'm hesitant to read the next series. I'm not opposed to it, but it's one of those things I'm probably not going to pick up the book when it first releases. I'm just going to wait for reviews from people I trust. And if they say it's changed or it's shorter, then maybe.
Yeah, the more I think about Wind and Truth, we had a pretty scathing review of it, and it hasn't gotten better in hindsight. I haven't. Every time I think back to it, it makes me more frustrated. And the thing that Sanderson having some of my favorite books out there, it's so weird because he's written books I love, and then that one I was so disappointed by. It's hard. The real thing too, it's one thing to disappoint you and like the plot didn't work, the characters didn't work. It was like, I think you missed here. So that's one disappointment. For my hot takes on some other series of Morningstar missed for me. Dang it. But Wind and Truth missed in the way of I just disagreed with and didn't understand how he got to that theme and messaging from what he built up. I just like his conclusion, his answer to the Stormlight Archive, which we're not going to spoil here. So if anybody wants to keep listening, but his entire answer was just so underwhelming and antithetical to what he set up that I didn't trust. I don't know if I trust his messaging in some stories. So I was so let down by that. Well, that hurt bad.
There's also something to be said of the end of Wind and Truth made me question his ability to, like, a big feature of epic fantasy is the setup and ultimate big payoff. And ultimately, the things that were paid off in book 5, I thought were very disappointing. And a lot of the book was setting up in that book. I'm going, this is a semi-conclusion. Why are we setting up everything? There were so many mistakes and dropped balls that I'm going, yeah, I don't know.
At the same time,
there was a big thing from book 1 to book 5, big plot point from one of our main characters, and I'm ultimately going, by the end of book 5, going, this character could have been removed from the story. That's how irrelevant they were. That sucks. That's terrible. Yeah.
At the same time, Hero of Ages, he finished Mistborn. Fantastic end.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
We talk ears off enough about Wind and Truth, but sorry, that it gets us going. We're probably gonna have when we finish Game of Thrones or A Song of Ice and Fire, get to that book 5, a topic on would you rather have a no ending to a series or a disappointing ending to a series. And I guess we'll see after we finish book 5 if we really like A Song of Ice and Fire. That will be something we can talk about.
I guess so.
So Daniel says, are y'all ever going to read A Song of Ice and Fire? Just talking about that, yes. Bookborn and us, we are going to collab with her, go on her channel and vice versa. And we're going to talk and review Game of Thrones, book 1.
Yep. So that's next month.
Yes. And Ari says, I'd rather have no ending. Agreed. That's my take as well.
At this point, it's probably true. However, I mean, I kind of like it when things is just wrapped up and then I can move on, rather than just constantly sit in, I don't know,
limbo. Yeah.
I prefer even a poor conclusion to just no conclusion.
Good. We'll have a disagreement. We have substance in that review. Then that'll be good. Okay. Now a quick writing update from me. I hit above the 40,000 word mark. We are chugging along.
Yay!
We're looking good. And I got my 5,000 words a week is looking nice and fancy, and I am loving. I had a moment in the book. It was one of those. Oh my god! I can't wait to see reactions to this moment of like maybe I completely failed and it doesn't work. But in my head, I'm like, oh, that satisfies me.
Very good.
So it was. I was at an exciting part in the book, and for some reason, it's like the words are easy. So I'm at the point. You know when people hit the fun and games and that midpoint where sometimes writer block happens. I'm having the opposite. Like I'm chugging along now.
Sounds like you're going to need an editor to cut that to shreds then. It's getting too easy.
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like you're going on tangents.
I got to tame it down.
Trim.
Oh, I'm going to have to trim. But I'm looking at still 150,000, something like that. That's I'm satisfied.
A normal sized fantasy novel.
Yes.
Which is a long book.
Some say to make it shorter to shoot for 100, 120. Yeah. I don't think I can do that.
What are your thoughts on ultimately publishing? Are you going to go exclusive Amazon? Are you going to give in to them and do the whole Kindle exclusive thing? Or are you going to open it up?
I don't know. Do I have that? I don't know if I can just talk to Amazon and do what I do is get agent, and then whatever agent does their thing. I don't know how it works. So the agent would connect you to it, whether it's Tor or a bit, whatever.
Then again, if you have an agent, you can tell them, I do not want to be exclusive to Amazon.
Yeah.
Which they give you lower rates, but that means I can buy your book on
other things. Just for Rich, I will.
I don't want to buy it on Amazon.
Just to let you know, you don't have to buy the book.
Nah.
well, there will be copies.
There will be copies.
I think I will be. I will go for. I will go for traditionally published. Mm-hmm. And whatever that means, I don't know. So I'll go for getting an agent, get traditionally published, and try to make that work with everything I can.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that is, and I will self-publish if I'm very confident with the book. I will not self-publish if I go, okay, I didn't get accepted, and also like there's a reason I don't feel I got accepted. If I'm not confident about the book, I'm not releasing it.
You pass the book to me, and I give you the A-OK or not.
Honestly,
I give it the stamp.
If you give it a 2 stars or above, I'm publishing it.
Okay.
That sounds if it's sub 2, if you think it's Wind and Truth, I'm not publishing it.
Good.
I'm not doing it.
I like this power you're giving me. This feels good.
If I hear 1 point in front of your name, I'm like, oh, you think it's worse than that? God. So that'll be the test. Udi says 150 is a reasonable respectable length. First two were 90 for Udi's books were 90K and 80K, but they were set on Earth and less world building. Yes, I mean that's a big part of it. It's not mine's 90% of it's not on Earth. Yeah. So it's building a new world and all that.
Also, Travis there. Hold on a second.
What did Travis say?
I have seen the. Actually, no, I haven't seen. I've seen that the trailer for Wheel of Time Season 3 exists, and I'm not watching it because
you're done.
I would like it to go away now. I would like it to just stop. Please stop. Just no more. Just step it away. I don't care. They've lost me. I'm gone.
The patch asks, as a writer, are you more cautious of having too many pages or word count? I'm not a writer, but curious what your mindset is. I am not. Hey, especially since this is my debut, I'm just happy to get a book done.
Yes.
So I might be cautious in the future, but not for this one. So I think you'd have to ask a more experienced writer how they feel about that. But for debut book, I am happy. I want to get the story I want to tell out there. And we have a question for you, Rich. When is Richard writing his book? From Gifted Flinch. As we complain about having no time.
Yeah. Honestly, the time thing. I hope to have a draft one done by the end of this year.
That'll be so sick.
That's the current. I don't think I'll have as long a book as yours.
Sure. Okay.
That's kind of my at least plan. And
yes.
Have it sketched out a little bit.
Nice.
So we'll see.
Update us next month too. And we'll talk because last time we talked about when we were not I was doing this, but we were talking about you planning out your book and world building was what? That happened like
probably the last
8-9 months ago was last time we talked about it.
Yeah.
But since then you haven't like had the spark. You haven't been feeling like, oh, I need to write this right now.
Yes, but also I'm trying to do other things in my life that is
more important. Yeah.
Work, reading, and proper life schedule, and just like exercise, cooking, all these things. I like to do other things too. I don't have time for any of my interests other than reading, so it's a little difficult to fit in writing as well. But
that's very fair. Now we have. I won't bring up the season 3 Wheel Time comments. I won't give you any. I won't bite, Rich. I'll keep away.
Just I don't like it. It can go away now. That's my take on it.
Joseph. Okay, I'll just say this. Joseph says he's given season 3 a chance, but this is its last chance.
You gave it too many chances, bud. That's no.
Prognigator says, would you guys ever read this? Would you ever read The Wandering Inn?
I've heard that mentioned several different times. Also, isn't The Wandering Inn from something?
I think it's a series, right? The Wandering Inn. Wandering Inn. I've heard great things about it. It looks like it is a series that has, oh my god, that's a lot of books.
How many books?
I'm seeing 9 books.
This year.
It looks
not this year.
So that clears that one up.
Normally we like to be like, oh, maybe. No, that's too. We have to finish series this year.
Yeah.
I plan on finishing Malazan. I plan on finishing a Blood and Fire series, like a Bound and a Broken. I'm going to finish that series. I'm going to finish Dungeon Crawl Car. We're going to finish Sun Eater. Finish series, not start new ones.
We can also start a few in there. You know, we're starting Song of Ice and Fire. Udi says The Wandering Inn is 14 million word long web novella. Nope. Gone. Sorry, not now. We can't do it now.
Denied. No.
Samuel asks, are y'all doing anything special for 50K subs when you reach that goal? Yes, we are.
Are we?
I've mentioned this to you. Do you remember?
Yeah,
you do. Okay, good.
I'm being cheap.
Okay, yes, we are, and I can't wait for it.
I do. My idea for the 50K celebration. Are we moving that to 100K celebration?
Which one was yours? Oh,
yes.
Maybe the million.
No,
maybe.
Come on, maybe. It's only like $500. We can do it.
It's not the dollars.
We could do it.
We could.
Okay, we may lose our camera equipment.
It's how do we? Okay, we'll figure it out. Rich's idea is Oh, I was lobbing you up to say the idea.
I want to try and read a single page of a book while skydiving, and then we'll film that. That'll be our 50,000. That's what I want.
100. You want that to be 100.
Fine. 100,000.
The 50,000 one is a lot more doable, or a lot less. What do you call it?
A lot more lame.
It's going to be likely the roast of Tudor Ramble, where we'll have other booktubers and you all roasting us to shreds and bringing up your favorite, least favorite moments of the podcast, and just being completely. You ever see that person? You go into the carnival and they're mocking you, and you throw the ball to dunk them in the water. That'll be us. Yep. And you guys can throw as much as you want at us. So I don't know exactly how we'll format that, but we're very excited. Because I think a lot of people have a lot of subject matter on us. There's not a lack of there's not a lack of substance. No.
I'm waiting for someone to now here's a good idea. For one of you out there that wants to. You could use AI voice training models and to take one of our voices, use the podcast to train it, and you could roast us or one or the other with our own voices.
Oh, don't give them ideas.
So you could have my voice roasting Austin.
Joe says we're easy to bully, which is true. And Anne, who's spreading this milk conspiracy? Can we end this? I've been noticing it and trying not to bring attention, but that's like the 20th one I've seen.
We did a thing on our Discord where
the new members are crazy.
We segregated the community into new under 3 month members. Yeah, that graduating classes, like under 3 month members, 3 month, 6 month, a year. They have their own little groups. And for some reason, the new members just have their own. They're really into milk.
We don't. Oh, here. Yep.
Yeah.
Exhibit A.
They're weirdos. Like, honestly, scrolling through their chat is just images and memes about milk.
And then they get a little grotesque at times.
It's a little. Yeah.
It's working. It's I'm noticing it, and it. You know, the 20th one you see, then I start to laugh. It's not funny. Yes. It's not funny the first 19 times, and then I'm like, oh, okay, it's funny.
Now it's funny.
Boom Bob says you guys should do a video on your best books for each of your categories. Hey, maybe. We had a recommendation from the 12 subtypes that we did of readers for that one video, of possibly when we do book reviews to say, hey, what type of reader would this be for? And use that or a different definition.
That's a pretty good idea.
Something like that to help go, hey, this is for people that are this type of reader. So yeah, that could be helpful.
That's not a bad idea. And if we don't like the book, we insult the person of like, oh, only the the false intellectual will like this book,
Yes. I'm seeing some dicey stuff in the comments. Let's hold back. Hold on. Levy, no. Okay.
Hey, what are they doing?
No. Trying to get canceled to Campbell. Yes.
I will say, I very early on into our whole podcast, I left a pretty spicy joke that, like, after recording, I was saying, I'm waiting for us to get large enough that people like just want to cancel us, and they'll find that joke, and that will be the one to cancel.
There was a time in our career here on Tudor Ramble and BookTube where we weren't big enough to be canceled. There's got to be a little honor in that,
I don't think we're there yet either.
No, probably not.
No.
People got to care enough in the first place.
To at least 500,000.
No one cares enough yet to go like, screw these guys. Let's.
Yeah, no one cares. The 40,000 YouTube channel lost 10,000. Like, nerds. Like, I don't know. Who cares?
Cuban asks, Austin, are you ever planning on reading the Lucanus trilogy? Yes, I am. Yeah.
You're not gonna like it.
What?
You're not gonna like it until like book 3, but by then you'll be bitter. Like, you hold a grudge. Like, you can't like let a bad first
Sun Eater
book 1. Thing is, you didn't hate book. You had enough to carry you for. I don't think you were that bitter.
I gave like a 2.
Yeah. I just noticed bitterness of like you hold a grudge. What can I say? You'll be like, yes, book 3 was great, but I'm still pissed off at book 1 that you still won't like it.
How would I love Howling Dark?
broken clock twice a day.
But I hope I like it. Yeah,
I hope you do.
You said the magic system's really great.
Yes, but that's it.
Oh,
The characters are not good.
okay.
Not in book 1, and book 2 is not that much better.
Yes,
And the world is not very good. It's going to be rough for you.
People in the chat are very much pushing this to the gamble thing. Maybe like, what do people want us to do with that? A channel on
I mean,
gambling.
We wanted to do a whole remember we wanted to live stream poker games, like our friend group poker games.
Yes,
that would cost a lot of money to set up.
A lot of cameras.
That's a lot of
cameras. Yeah, and getting all the whole cards and.
God.
But yes, okay. Anything else? Because in a couple minutes here, we got to get going. We are going to be doing the book club for Blood and Fire with the patrons. So we'll leave it with one last really good question that we'll answer. And sorry for the rather, I won't say lame, but the lack of updates for February. It's a quick month. We'll have something exciting for you next month, or we won't. Rich is shaking his head.
No. Have low expectations of us. That way, when we slightly exceed them, you guys are happy. But that's how you enjoy books too.
That is.
Have no expectations going into a book, and you have a higher likelihood of actually being happy about it.
Let's see. Any last? Okay. Cooking channel called Two to Scramble. There's a lot you could do. I love that.
Yeah. Oh no, our naming convention works. It could fit a lot of things.
It's so good. And
but also, I saw someone saying Project Hail Mary anytime soon.
I see it right there. Yes,
you do have to read that book.
Okay.
Of the books, because we keep getting pushed books onto us. Of the books I want to push onto you, that's probably top of the list.
Nice. Okay, that will be on the list. And we obviously always have to end here with Boom Bop saying "Two to footsie." Still the best idea. What are you wearing, Rich?
I don't got anything good.
Very lame. Oh, there's a hole in it.
There's a hole in my sock.
There's a hole in my. I've got. I'm wearing a little bit of tans today. Oh, there we go. Good angle. Oh, okay. I've got to get better at stretching.
You're not wearing your shorts.
Why?
No, the shorts you normally wear are
yeah, I'm wearing pants today.
Well, no, normally men's shorts hit the knees, and yours hits upper thigh. I just noticed.
I told Nicole the same thing.
Yeah, they're too short, bud.
She says they're the right length.
They are not.
She says they are.
They are not the right length.
I gotta trust her on that.
Sitting down, it's dang, that's below the hip length. That's the OnlyFans channel.
I thought they had to go to the knee, but she goes, no, they have to be above the knee a little bit, but below the midpoint of the quad, like a 3/4.
Yeah, those aren't. But those shorts aren't. They're hugging. They're hugging the upper thigh.
Hey, I do what she says. So, all right, that is. Oh, we had one last thing here. Orange, thank you for the donation. Says got a book recommendation for you guys. Stuff and Nonsense by Threadbare, Volume 1 by Andrew Sepley. It's Toy Story mixed with Dungeon Crawler Carl and Murderbot Diaries. Protagonist is a teddy bear.
And Nonsense.
Thank you, Orange. Okay, we got that down. Sweet.
There we go.
All right. There we go. Rich, any sign-off words for the live?
Fuck off. Go read.
You are in a mood today, and I love it. All right. Bye, everybody. We will see you Monday for that Rockio interview. Otherwise, we'll catch you soon.
Bye, nerds.
Bye-bye.
And